Just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Washington Commanders. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and we are underway from FedEx Field. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. So this, the 90th season of Washington football. Of course, here, the first season and first ever regular season game for the Washington Commanders. That name unveiled in a grand reveal back on February 2nd. The franchise opting to keep the burgundy and gold color scheme, adding the striking W logo on each side of the helmet and the single gold stripe running from front to back. From the 27, Powell is going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. But there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
A run there with Mostert as he'll push this forward and call it a 4-yard gain on first down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Faking the handoff. Howell. Getting this out to the flat. Mostert. And he's got room on the move past the 40. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. That's Samuel caught left side. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Powell down to throw it. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Powell's throw complete there to Thomas. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. On second down, Mostert. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try and run here with Mostert. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Sly able to put this one through. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Let's go now.
Here's the second-year man from Clemson, Travis Etienne. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On second down, Etienne once more. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
We never got to see how Jacksonville planned to pair Etienne with James Robinson together last season, because a Lisfranc injury kept the rookie from ever reaching the field. But just like the rest of the team, Etienne is starting fresh in 2022, and you can honestly consider this his rookie season.
On first and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. To throw, Young. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat on the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Back to the ground with Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Check pass.
On the counter, Etienne. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw now. Young. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And the Commanders will take over here at their own 12-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. play action. It's Howell. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. They're going deep for Hill. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's when the coaches are...
Touchdown, Jaguars! Travis Etienne, 31 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They go play action with Howell. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And they're going to get this up to midfield. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope for this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
4th down, Howell. That's to his running back, complete. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Etienne up the middle, and he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. Young on 3rd down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A shotgun snap and again to Etienne. They find some open field here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 87 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Young. He'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They go play action. Young, flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Young now. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And not the prettiest kick he'll ever have, as this one just does manage to stay inside the right upright and creep over the crossbar. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock
before the third quarter.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead seeding. What do you expect from them in the second half?
I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Young will set to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now Young. And Ingram hauls it in. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's in. All the way to the 3.
3-yard line. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Etienne will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe?
The defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. Defensive end, DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello in a big way there, but lost double-digit yards on that sack.
Howell's throw into the hands here of Hardman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Powell. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll go play action. Howell. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Howell throwing on 1st down here. He'll hit Mostert again here. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
42 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Commanders are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. ETN once more. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. From the 41, Young. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Commanders are right back in this football game. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Washington. And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, fourth quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem phased one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all. They needed points on that series, and not only did he produce a touchdown drive, but how about finishing it off with a big play that only adds to the momentum that they've already established.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. But the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. 124 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Running out of the gun with ETN. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, a run with ETN. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, Young from the gun. He'll get that underneath ETN, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Off the option, here's ETN. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Young off the play fake. Wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Young to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A misconnection there, and he's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. He's going to look deep down the field. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 33. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there for Washington. 59 yards. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll run with Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Raheem Mostert, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders will add to their 4th quarter lead. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the 2nd half. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Draw play, ETN. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3. Now Young. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here's Young. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Young to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try to push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Young. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Alontae Taylor, and the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is, if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Washington, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll have a